Hello and welcome everyone. So today we'll be talking about the standard form of a circle. We have x minus h square plus y minus k square is equals to r square, and where the center of the circle is h comma k and r is the radius of the circle. Okay, so before we start, let me give you some idea of how does the equation of a circle was being derived from a distance formula. Okay, so having a Cartesian coordinate plane, say we have x and y, so y and x. So we know that if we have two points, let's say we have point P. Okay, so you know which is x sub 1, y sub 1. So we have the point P right here, and we have point Q. So this will be our review on how to work with the distance equation and how does the distance equation connects to the standard form of a circle. So if you remember that the equation of a distance formula, you have it's a change in x, so this will be x sub 1 minus x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square, and that will be the distance. So when the d is equal to r, and given that the p, which is x sub 1 y sub 1, will be the center of the circle h comma k, then on this case that will become now r is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus h square plus, okay, and we have y sub 2 minus k square. Now by squaring both sides of the equation, then we'll have r square is equal to x sub 2 minus h square plus y sub 2 minus k square. So this is almost similar to the standard form that we have. So which is right here, which is the point Q, which is not fixed now, and this one point P is a fixed point, and point Q is the one that goes around the fixed point P now, which is the center of the circle. Then we can have now the standard form of a circle, given that the distance are expressed as r. And that is how uh, the standard form of a circle was being derived. Okay, so this time let me give you some example. Let's say we have x minus 4 square plus y plus 2 square is equal to 9. Okay, now so to plot the standard form of the circle, all we need to do was just to find first the center, then followed by r. Okay, so you can see right here, if you will try to go back and look on the standard form, you know it's x minus h square plus y plus k square oops, no, I mean minus, okay, minus k square is equal to r square. So we can see that h is equals to 4. Okay, so meaning the center will be 4, but on this case, you can see it. This one is from the standard form, we have negative, but this one is positive, and therefore it should be that the k must be negative, no? Okay, it should be negative, so that if we try to multiply negative k and negative, that will become positive 2. So meaning it will become negative 2 on the k, so negative 2. So or in short, we can just, you are given positive, you need to just do the opposite, negative. If you are given negative, then you'll try to move, and you'll try to have a positive value. And for the r, we know that is this one is r square, the square of the r, so meaning the r should be the root of the 9, which is 3. Okay, so that if we try to square 3, you get 9. Okay, good. So now we have all the details that we want, and we can now already try to plot a graph of this circle. So the circle again, we have x minus 4 square. Sorry, I need to rewrite that one. X minus 4 square plus y plus 2 square is equals to 9. So all I need to do was just to remember these two important parts of a circle, the center. Okay, so before I try to draw, I need to identify first, identify whether at what quadrant does the center fall. So we can see it's on quadrant 4 now. So quadrant 4, so meaning I need to really emphasize quadrant 4. So this is y and this is x. And you can see this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4 right here. I need to have some more space because I can see that it will be the area where my center of the circle will fall. Okay, so I have 4 and negative 2, so I need to have 4 on x, positive 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 units, and for the y, I need to have negative 2. I'll try to go down, negative 1, negative 2. So it will be on this point. Now I have the center, and the center is 4 and negative 2. Okay. On this time, I will try to work with the circle. So with the circle itself. So the ways to do this one. So one way to do this one was to count um, from the center the units. Okay. So from the side by side and up and down. Okay. So this is already 4. Okay, I will try to add just 3 units more. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7. So from this side, I will try to move 3 units. Okay, because that will be my first radius. And from this side, I will try to move 3 units. Okay, so I try to count 1, 2, 3. Okay, this will be now just the sides of the circle. And above, I need also to have 3 units above and below. So 1, 2, 3 units. So it will be in this point, positive 1. And going down, 1, 2, 3. So I have now my 3 units. Okay, so this will be now the coordinates were in the circle. We'll try to hit the points. Okay, so let me just give the coordinate value of these points. So this is on 4, okay, and 1. Right here, this will be, okay, this will be just 4 and negative 5. Okay, and on this side, um, this will be 7 and negative 2, and this one will be 1 and negative 2. Okay, good. So now um, this will be from this point to this point, this is about a quarter of circle. So let me just draw. Okay, good, quarter of circle. And from this point is also a quarter of a circle. Okay, good. And from this point to that point is also a quarter to a circle. Okay, good. So, and also from this point to that point, the quarter of a circle. Okay, good. So I have now, and every sides that will be just the same as t units. And this is now the standard form of circle. Okay, good. So that is how we try to plot a graph of a circle. So let me give you some more example. Okay, so let's say the given instead is x squared plus y minus 7 square is equals to 4. Okay, so first let's try to find the center. Okay, so we have h and k. So h will be always a partner of the x, but what we can see here on the standard form, we don't see that x has its own partner. So meaning um, h must be 0. Okay, so since if you have 0, the square will be left alone to x, and that's why we can see just x squared. While on this side, for the k, if we have negative, of course it will become positive 7. Okay, now we have the center, and all we need to do was just to find the r, and if this is r squared, so meaning r is about 2 units, because 2 squared will give us 4. Okay, now we have all these coordinate, and we can now try to plot this one into our Cartesian coordinate plane. It must be just on y, positive y. So I will try to make my y a bit longer, right, like that one. And for the x, it will be at center. So I will have my origin right here through 0. And I need to count 7 units going above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So meaning this will be already my point of the center of the circle. So this will be now 0, comma 7. Okay, so this is our center. And for the radius, it will be below and above. Okay, this will be the below. We have 0, 5. Okay, good. And if we try to add 2 units going above, that will be just 0, 9. Okay, so next we have 2 units for the x, 2 from the negative 1 to negative 2 and positive 2. So this will be this point right here. Okay, 2 and 7, and right here, okay, as estimate here this point, you got -2 and 7. Okay, so we have now all the points. So from this point right here, I will try to draw a quarter of circle like that one. Okay, and from this point to that point. Okay, good. And from this point, oops, this point to that point, quarter of circle. And from this point going to that point. Okay, good. Now I have my circle. And the circle simply this circle on this graph. Okay, good. Okay, so what about, okay, okay, what about if we have just this one, x squared plus y squared is equals to, say we have 25. Okay, so on this time, um, we don't have now. So we don't have the h, and we don't have the k. So meaning it's on the origin. Okay, so we have 0 for h, 0 for k, and for the r, it's just 5 units. So if I try to draw that one, the circle, every time we have just this simple expression. Okay, so all you need to do was just to look for your r, and you know already that the circle is already in the origin, and all I need to do was to count 5 units right here, 5 units from the negative, so I will have -5, 5 units going above, okay, and 5 units going below, so that will become -5. Then I will try to draw the circle. So we have quarter of circle, quarter of the circle right here, that one, and another quarter of a circle right here. Okay, so perfect. So this will be now already your radius is equals to 5 units. And that's it. And that is how we try to understand the concept of a circle. We start by knowing that the standard form of a circle came from the distance formula, and if we try to plot a graph, all we need to do was just simply to identify the center. We have like this one, and the h would be just the opposite symbol. We have positive right here, you can have negative on its value. It's either k or h. Then the r, just we simply just have the roots of the value.